Yo, every Wednesday night, you better tune in tight. At 7 p.m. CST, we bring in that insight. Halas Hall Report, best podcast in the game. Stats and facts, you'll remember the name. Host Ken Dub got the knowledge on lock. Co-host Woody, the Bear fan. Talking all that talk, 3 Bear fans chilling. Opinions on the side, we're here for the love, riding that Bear pride. Halas Hall, we break it down right. Join us on the journey from day to night. Blue and orange army taking over the scene. 2025's the year, know what we mean. Bear fans unite, it's our time to rise. Sunday mornings, pre-game vibes in the skies. Lions think they're fierce with Dan Campbell's call, but all that greed ain't gonna help them at all. Same old story, we know how it goes. They just can't compete, everybody knows. Minnesota Vikings always talking smack, but when it's game day, they ain't got the knack. Sitting on the couch while we're making a stand. Over here in Chi-Town, we're the best in the land. Halas Hall, we break it down right. Join us on the journey from day to night. Blue and orange army taking over the scene. 2025's the year, know what we mean. Their fans unite, it's our time to rise. Sunday mornings, pre-game vibes in the sky. Packer fans yell blow pack blow, but can't see the truth. We're stealing the show. Rivalry heated, but we stay real cool. Halas Hall Report, yeah, that's the rule. With every episode, we build that hype. Stats and team news, we got the right type. Fan base strong, we ain't looking back. 2025, it's a winning attack. So gather round fans, put your hands in the air. Every Wednesday night, we're breathing that bear. Join the revolution, watch the magic unfold. Halas Hall Report, we're breaking the mold. Halas Hall, we break it down right. Join us on the journey from day to night. Blue and orange army taking over the scene. 2025's the year, know what we mean. Their fans unite, it's our time to rise. Sunday mornings, pre-game vibes in the sky. So mark your calendars, don't miss a beat. Every Wednesday night, Halas Hall can't be beat. Stats, facts, team news on deck. Halas Hall Report, what did you expect? 2025, the Bears are here to stay. Blue and orange in the north, leading the way.
And good morning and a happy football Sunday morning, where we actually have a Bears game here in about an hour. Of course, with us this morning, we got the man who never has an opinion on anything, Woody. Good morning, Woody.
Good afternoon. It's 12.
It's noon on the East. We got Mike, the Bear fan, of course, doing his producing thing, sharing out to a million different Facebook pages in the back. And, of course, welcome to the stage, the other Mike, Bear Down Mike, on the stage this morning. There we go. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning.
Oh, my God. It's good afternoon, guys. Okay?
Oh, it's noon over there. It's 11 over here.
Right. The real Eastern time.
These East Coasters, Mike. It's
right,
just,
yeah,
what can you do?
Politics.
Pretty soon, well, no, actually, when he makes his move, you'll still be an East Coaster.
I will be.
Yeah, imagine that.
Yep.
All right, so we got us a game today that's had all kinds. This game, going back, Woody, to and Mike, I think you were here when we did the predictions. Going back to preseason, we looked at the schedule and we're like, yeah, that's probably a game we're going to lose. Man, how things changed throughout the season. Now we looked at the game 2 weeks ago. Even 3 weeks ago, we're like, okay, this is a game we should win easy. Then we come into the end of last week, and the injury reports have really changed dramatically the way people feel about this game. So we were at a point we thought Lamar Jackson was going to play. Lamar Jackson officially out today. And we're like, okay, good. But Woody, there's some injuries on our side now too, isn't there? That we weren't expecting.
God. Yeah. Half our secondary, Tyreek Stevenson, a guy that's really coming on this year. Kyler Gordon back on IR. And that's our defense. I mean, last time we played Tyler Huntley. He beat us at when he was on Baltimore. I don't know. I'm really nervous about this game. I wasn't nervous so much a couple weeks ago, or before Lamar got hurt. But yeah, I'm still nervous today, even though he's not playing.
What are you thinking, Mike?
That just means Brisker, Wright, McLeod, Blackwell, they all need to step up. Brisker did great last week. Let's do it again.
It seems like Brisker does better with Kyler Gordon on the field with him.
Oh, much better. Much
yeah.
better.
So he's got it. I agree with you, Mike. He's been, before Kyler Gordon got back, he was a little bit laxed. Looked like he was playing it safe, obviously because of his 12-game concussion last year. But yeah, he's going to have to come on. I always want to see Blackwell, get in there and see what he does. I mean, Nashawn Wright is actually proven me wrong. I was not sold on him at all. He's picking it up. He does get burned a little bit, but that catch last week on an interception, he picked up and ran. But yeah, it's going to be, and I think TJ Edwards has got to have a big game too. With Derrick Henry's fumbles, he's got to do that peanut punch and get that, because Derrick Henry's going to be hungry because everybody's putting him down because of his fumbles.
Yeah, I expect Tremaine to still continue being dominant.
Yep.
He needs to be.
He's coming on. He's 3 interceptions this year.
Let me bring up something for you guys really quick here. It looks worse than it probably really is, but I'll bring it up this way. Anywho, where is it at? Okay, there we go. Took it a minute to come up. So there's their injury report for today from the Bears official website. Austin Booker out. So
he's gone for the whole year.
Yeah, this is the end of the window.
Jesus Christ!
How are you a full practice for 3 days out of the week?
Because he was on the 20. He was in the 21 window for injury reserve. They had 21 days to activate him. They did not activate him. Therefore, he's now going to be in the IR for the rest of the season.
I think that has to be a Dennis Allen. He doesn't like the smaller edge rushers.
Roschon Johnson's out again. I think he's on the way out of the team as well, but that's another story. Cole Kmet out with a back injury. That's huge on the blocking.
Well, it's smart. That's why we got him for blocking.
Smart. Yeah, I expect Colston to have a nice little game.
Yep.
Amen. He's out. He was another one of those guys on the IR return. Of course, Tyreek being out hurts. The questionables, DeAndre Swift's going to play. Yep. I have a feeling Santos is not, and they're going to bring Moody up. If he's not 100%. Well, he had full practice 2 days. I don't know.
Yeah, he's playing because Moody went back down. So hopefully this game doesn't come down to a 50-plus yard field goal.
Yeah. And then, of course, Tremaine was full practice, Grady full practice, Moore full practice, Tooney full practice, Nashawn Wright full practice, thank God. Now, here's the injury report on them, of course, from the Bears site, so the game status isn't there. We know Lamar Jackson is out. But a lot of guys have full practices here, so it'll be interesting. We'll have to wait till we see.
Well, Ken, what I don't understand, I'm watching Fox right now. The Ravens are at 1-5.
Yep.
Okay, I know they want to protect all their injured players, especially Lamar Jackson. He's actually on a rest game today and be expected to play next week. If they're 1-6 after today, I think they're pretty much done, aren't you?
Yeah, I think they're pretty much done at that point. I mean, if they're 1-6, I mean, look, as of now, they'd have to win out to get to the playoffs.
Right.
They probably have to win out. So I would not have too much faith in them. Yeah, I think they're in protection mode. They want to protect Lamar for the future at this point. And that shows by today, because if they thought they had a playoff chance, you know damn well Lamar would be in.
Right.
Whereas we are in a playoff mode. I don't know, Bear. Now, Mike, what do you think?
He's on mute.
I guess, yeah. Mike, you're on mute.
I'm sorry. I had a phone call I had to take. What was the question?
With Lamar being out, do you think this is them pretty much signaling their season's done?
Yeah. So when the rumor Lamar was going to play, they were favored by 6.5 points. Then they get notice that Lamar is not playing, so they dropped to plus or minus 3.5. As of last night, FanDuel, I think every other sports betting is down to 1.5 for the Ravens. That's just because they're at home.
That
says Vegas has no. They don't feel like they're going to win.
That's just amazing.
Yeah, it's insane. Luckily, I made my bet before that came out.
Whenever was a 4-2 team going against a 1-5 team at their stadium in the beginning, favored by 6.5?
Yeah.
What does that tell you?
Vegas hates the Bears.
Well, yeah, there's always that. There's always that, because you look at the power rankings every week. You look at anything on the national scale, and the Bears, the NFC North in general, gets no love. The fact that they had the Bears as like almost 7-point underdogs before Lamar went out, just, and that was before we even knew the Bears injuries, right? When they were thinking, okay, we're healthy, they're healthy. Look at the records, look at the way the teams are playing, and they still went, yeah, the Ravens are going to win easily. It's like, really? I mean, that's just such a lack of respect. And in a way, that's good, though. And I'll give you the reason why that's good. It's good because that's bulletin board material, right? That's coaches going to players saying, look, they don't respect you.
Well, they were thinking that they had the bye week. They're going to get healthy. They're going to everybody. They got Roquan coming back. This is the get right game. You beat Chicago, and now it's like, oh, we don't know yet.
I mean, even the fact that they would call the Bears a get right game, a team that's got one of the top offensive lines for pass protection in the NFL, whose running game has been on fire the last 2 weeks, whose defense has been stuffing the run the last 2 weeks, and their pass defense. Our overall defense numbers in the last 2 weeks are phenomenal, right? The only weak spot we've had the last 2 weeks is really the passing game. And even, okay, while last week was bad, the Washington game actually was not terrible. Last week, yeah, it was disconnected. That was the only knock on Chicago. Everything else has been hitting for them. So for them to look at this team and go, yeah, they might be playing the Raiders. Like, really?
Yeah, the thing is, if we happen to beat the Ravens, it's going to be, oh, you guys beat Lamar wasn't in. I was like, okay, it's still a threat to anybody as long as their defense. Remember, the past few years, their defense has been excellent. It's just now they're shitty.
Well, yeah, I mean, I actually drafted their defense, right? I drafted their defense in my fantasy league. It's funny because it was like going full circle. This year, I drafted the Bears and the Ravens defenses, which was what I used to do, like in the early 2000s, the mid 2000s to the late early 2010s. Those were the best two defenses in the league, and here I was this year drafting them both because they both have a lot of promise. In fact, I'm starting the Bears defense today. I ended up dropping the Ravens defense after week 2, because they've gone downhill quick.
Yeah.
So, but it's just like this Bears team gets no respect in the national media, and I don't understand. Maybe someone can make us understand when the Packer fans are, whatever, because I know we got our Packer fans watching, Lions fans watching, and whatnot. I don't get why the NFC North in general gets no love, and the Bears more specifically. Even when we're beating teams, it's like, oh, well, they're still an easy win. No, we're not.
Yeah, we're beating the bad teams. That's why we don't get.
And the Bears are winning only because they're causing turnovers. I'm like, listen, that's part of the game. That's part of the game. And the thing is, on top of that, is it's not like when the Bears get turnovers that they're scoring touchdowns either. It's either a field goal or it's stuff like that. That's why that's why we're not getting love, and people are saying we're winning because only turnovers.
But you know what, Woody? I love that. Oh, you're only winning because you're creating turnovers, and that's a bad thing. How? Like they say it like it's a negative connotation. Well, you're only winning because you're creating turnovers. Well, that means the defense is doing its job. It means it's stopping the offense. Which it goes back to this: would you rather have the sack or the turnover? And
Turnover.
these people going, oh, well, I'd rather have the sack. Well, you're stupid. Because you know what? A sack, they still have an opportunity.
Fucking Steve.
Yeah.
My God.
Thank you, Steve. You found a way to get Woody going this morning. But with the sack, you get a sack on first, second, or third, or first or second down. They still have the opportunity to get the first. You get the interception. There is no opportunity for them to get a first. They don't have the ball. So for them, people to say, well, you're only winning because you're creating turnovers. So we get no credit for that? I mean, come on.
That's like a person at work getting a raise because they're doing an extra good job. Well,
this is when you throw this in their face. We're the only team in the NFL that's been scoring over 20 points a game.
Yep, only team. And I heard that the Bears are ranked number 1. Ken, you might want to look this.
And
offensive line in the NFC North.
Yeah, they are.
And we're number 1 in big plays too.
Script. Hey. Oh my God. Remember this moment. Take a screenshot of those rankings because that's a fucking shock.
Yeah,
that's a shock.
Thank you. See, Brent gets it too. He's like, what the hell are these people talking about?
Right.
Only winning because you're creating turnovers. Like, usually it's people complain because you don't get turnovers. Now it's a bad thing because all we're doing is getting turnovers. Like, okay, sure. Make that your reason why you're going to pick other teams over us or give us a lower ranking. Oh, well, the guys you're beating, I mean, okay, we just beat Washington, and you guys love Washington, right?
Well, it's a big rival, too, so you got to remember that.
It's a huge rival, supposedly, yeah. I mean,
oh my God.
We beat a Cowboys team that's putting up points left and right on everyone that the Packers tied. But yet the Packers are ranked way above us, but they tied the team that we beat. So
they tied the Packers and lost to the Panthers.
And Dallas is a number 1 offense, and we only gave up 14 points to them.
Yeah, no, nobody remembers that.
No,
I do. I was there.
No, I'm not talking about the national media. CD was out. Okay, he wasn't out beginning of that game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's not our fault that they screwed up.
Yeah, Steve. We lost. We've got Tyreek Stevens is out, and of course
Gordon.
Kyler Gordon's out. Those are the two biggies. So the secondary is going to be like Kyler Gordon being out. Okay, we've played half the season without him, more than half the season without him. Fine, but this is the first time we've had Gordon and Stevenson out. So that's gonna have a negative effect if the Ravens can get a passing game going against the pass rush, and our pass rush was a lot better last week.
Well, this is a comment. Please let me respond to this.
Go to it.
Who cares about the rankings? I'm guaranteed if the Packers were number 1 in offense, number 1 in offensive line, number 1 in defense, I'd be fucking hearing it the whole time. But yes, I do agree it's very subjective. But think if it was your team, you guys would be bragging as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm not bragging. I was surprised as shit when I seen that.
Just when you told us. That's the only time I knew.
I was like, holy shit. But I'm not bragging. I just brought it up.
I hate the rankings, and unfortunately, the rankings also impact the betting lines, right? So I mean that's the other piece of it. So yeah,
Steve, thank God you're not a Flyers fan. I have some room on the New Jersey Devils, the best team in hockey right now. We have room on that train right now. Come join me.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know what to expect out of this defense, though. The one thing about last week's defense that was a little bit surprising was I mean, we've been getting pressures, right? That's why we've been getting interceptions. But last week, not only were we getting the pressures that led to turnovers, we were starting to get sacks on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Do we continue that this week against the Ravens?
We have to. We have to because Derrick Henry's going to get the ball. Huntley, he beat us the last time when he was starting for Baltimore. He's going to be running. He's very elusive and he can run. So 100% yes. You take a little bit of a story out of Brian Flores and mix it in with Dennis Allen and you pressure them the whole game.
I mean, it's nice that our linebacking core is not injured, that we have everyone, right? We've got Edmonds and we got Edwards. I think when the two of them are in there together, that linebacking core makes such a massive impact on the running game.
Fuck yeah, it does. Edwards, man, so ever since he's been back, the rush defense, holy crap. And he's getting in, making tackles for losses already. Yeah, they're a duo. And again, and I apologize, I said Edmonds might not be on this team next year. He is making a statement and proving me wrong.
Yeah, with Edmonds, I think what it is people just looked at the contract and like, oh, but then now that we saw part of the year without him, and now we're seeing the with him, I think folks are going, oh, well, now maybe that contract isn't as bad as we thought. It's still not great number wise for the Bears. If they can do an extension where they can restructure and drop his price down a little bit, that would be great. But you see how big of a piece he is. And then DJ Moore. Look at I don't understand what knock there is on DJ Moore. Do you understand that? I'm not tracking that.
Well, they're trying to say that Odunze is our number one.
That's fine.
Burden's coming on.
Yeah.
And a lot of these teams, they need a wide receiver, and DJ Moore is probably one of the top contenders on getting on another team. And people are clicking on this clickbait every time, DJ Moore, oh, they're going to trade him. They're going to trade him at the deadline for, the Kansas City, for example.
Right.
And it's all over the league too. AJ Brown going to the Patriots.
Yeah.
It's all clickbait. So DJ Moore, I think ever since last year when he walked off the field, the Bears fans are like losing his respect, and he's not getting the ball as much this year. Odunze is, and Burden's coming on. So I'm thinking that they're always taking a low man out and thinking they're trade bait all of a sudden. Yes, I know.
We hit that.
But we don't use the tight ends anyway. So
it doesn't really do anything with the ball anyways.
Right.
Well, no, Komet plays a huge role in the blocking game for sure. Just like, people, I don't want to lose track of this DJ Moore thing, so we'll come back to that. I'll segue this real quick with the tight end thing. Kittle on his return had 0 catches, but if not for Kittle, CMC did not have the day he had. People forget how much blocking these tight ends do and how much they free up guys like DeAndre Swift, CMC, and how they, even with pass protection, how much they affect the pass protection. So Komet being out is huge with his blocking ability. Now, hopefully, next guy up, and we're good for the week. But going back to DJ Moore real quick, like people, along the same lines, DJ Moore does a lot for this Bears team that people don't understand. Like they see, okay, his targets might be down. Well, yeah, because there's more mouths to feed in this passing game now. But what he does do is he seals the edge. He blocks for his fellow receiver. He also will run the ball. He makes defenses account for him, which helps out the other weapons. So trading DJ Moore would be terrible for the Bears because that then allows defenses to concentrate their resources on Rome Moore, which they're already trying to do now. You take a defense that you have the spread thin and you let them condense a little more, and that's not a good thing. Mike, did you have a feeling on that?
Yeah, DJ does take a lot of focus off of Rome. He's our yak guy, really. Yeah. Right? He's our yak guy. He breaks a lot of tackles. See, I was with the DJ Moore trade. Then when we spoke about saying how he takes the focus off of Rome because he's a threat, it made a lot of sense.
And you don't sell a weapon when you're making a playoff push either. You add weapons. You don't take weapons away, right? So I mean, I think something we need for Bears fans is look at, we're entering the end of the window here, the trade window. So it's going to get hopping after the games this week because Tuesday is the deadline. Anything you see that has the Bears trading a weapon, be it DJ Moore or Montez Sweat, just discard because you're not going to trade those guys away. You're looking to add to those guys, right? We're not selling. We're adding. Unless it's an addition by subtraction case, which I don't think either of those guys would be, we're buying. So Yeah, Jair Alexander. So I mean, exactly, Billy. We need DJ. So if the Bears do anything, if they do anything at the trade deadline, I think it's going to be more of the defensive back end cornerback
Mhm.
situation. Getting a corner.
Yep.
And even then, I don't think we're looking to be massive buyers.
No, I think it would be sellers really.
Yeah.
And say if DJ gets traded, I guarantee Roman Dunze's number is going to, believe it or not, come down because now they're
Yeah.
going to be doubling him, and then Burden, and then maybe they'll use the tight ends more, but I don't see it happening.
See, but
Yeah.
Steve, he's not
Yeah.
being ignored though. People say, "Oh, well, DJ's being ignored." Look at the last couple of weeks. Everyone's gotten about the same amount of targets. It's not that he's being ignored. You're just not seeing him get 10 catches a game anymore.
The only trade happening is Cole Kmet getting traded. Yes, he's great in the blocking game, but we got Smythe who can do that too. He's not really seeing the ball. You're paying him a lot of money.
Yeah, but you're not.
That's a bold prediction. I could see it happening.
But we're not.
But am I saying it's going to happen? No.
Yeah, because Smythe isn't even getting that much. Like today, he's going to get playing time, but when Komet's in, he's not getting playing time. So there's obviously a drop off in production between the two. But I mean, I can see your argument. You're like, well, look, we got, and Colson's hasn't been completely healthy either. So I see your argument there and why you could make that argument. But I think, honestly, I think Cole Komet's here next year too. I honestly, like, if we can figure out our cap, which we always seem to do, he signed unless they need to make room for a cap casualty. DeAndre Swift's going nowhere. Komet's going nowhere. Edwards and Edmonds are going nowhere. So we're going to have to find cap relief some other way, I think, or restructures. We can get some on restructures. We can get some on extensions. But honestly, unless they can improve upon a guy who's better than, say, Cole Kmet, you're going to keep Cole Kmet. That's the other piece of the equation. Folks seem to forget we're entering a window. And yes, you'll make some moves, but do you move pieces that do a lot for your team, like DJ Moore, who, by the way, is on a team-friendly contract?
Now, how do you guys feel about him? They did the same shit with Velus Jones, him getting the handoffs a couple times. I seen it like 2-3 times last week that he's running pretty good.
Yeah, I like it. I like
It's
it because
okay.
it keeps him in the game. It keeps him engaged in the game, but it throws a wrinkle at defenses. The more wrinkles you can give defenses have to worry about, the more likely you are to confuse them. So, we've seen DJ Moore on these end arounds a couple times, and there are a couple times now they show him on an end around, but it ends up being a passing play because everyone's it's going to be a run game, So I like it because it throws more wrinkles. It may not work with, say, today, but it's going to work in week 17, where it's going to be a fake to end around and become a touchdown play. You see what I'm saying?
I like him better in the screen game.
You like him better where?
In the screen game.
Yeah, me too.
God.
Yeah.
Those screens, I'm sorry, they still
hit a
suck.
few times, and he's limping like, oh shit. That's what worries me. Somebody's got to lay him out when he's running the ball. And
again, these screen passes are still killing me.
But at least they're calling him at the right time.
Oh man,
it's not like Getsy who called it every other play.
The officiating, we'll probably get a little bit better officiating crew this week because
God, please,
because of who they're playing.
I didn't know if you guys knew, but they did fire a couple officiating or demote them.
Yeah, because they go through the grading system throughout the year.
From the Washington game?
It's from the Washington. No, not from the Washington. I can't remember the names. There was 3 that were demoted to the college level.
Because that Washington game, those refs were fucking terrible. Plus they were the most penalized, the most officiating that penalizes teams.
It was their first Monday night.
Yeah. Oh hell no.
Yeah, that's the one thing I'll give the NFL credit for. At least with their grading system, they do kind of make the course correction on the refs. Hopefully, we get a better called game today. I, God, they've impacted so many games. That I mean, think about it, we end up winning the Washington game, but really it shouldn't have been as close as it was. Like that Roma Dunze touchdown, boom, that should have been a touchdown. The refs took that one away, and that was a bad call. And there have been bad calls on third downs where we've gotten stops that all of a sudden now we're first downs to just really ticky tacky bad calls. I don't know that are they really getting favored? The Lions got zero. The Chiefs got zero flags against the Lions, so that would almost negate that argument.
They're check cleared.
Yeah, they're check cleared.
That's great. I love it.
Hopefully the officiating is better. I hate to see this game get ruined due to officiating. The NFL does too because they realize the fans get pissed. And this has been a constant cry for the last couple years. More so, I don't remember. Excuse me. I do not remember it. Like 10 years ago, you didn't hear about the refs as much. Put it that way. We hear about the refs a lot more now. So, yeah, we'll get the score predictions here in a little bit there. Don't forget, before we do, make your way over to Mike the Bear Fan or Chicago Bears News on Facebook, and Mike will have Mike the Bear Fan will have the post up where you can put your game prediction. If you get it correct, he's still got that Devin Hester, because I missed it by 1 point last week, that Devin Hester signed photo that is the giveaway.
Hey, I offered Mike to give him money for that, and he can move on to the next signed 8x10. But Mike says I was close, but no cigar. So I guess he's not taking money from me.
Point.
Right? Yeah. Whatever, Mike.
What up, Yinzer? Yeah, 1 freaking point. I tell you.
Yeah, but Steve, I want to see something that's really fucked up. Go ahead, shoot it.
Yeah, come on, Steve.
One prize at a time, and nobody said it. The next prize was the 8x10.
Oh, okay. Is a meet and greet with Mike the Bear Fan the next one?
No, I mean, I can spice it up because it's been like 4 or 5 weeks since we had a winner. So whoever wins the prediction, I'll throw in a graded card.
Wow. Oh, man, I'm winning this week, motherfuckers, man. Oh, I'm so happy.
Hey, Woody, I was going to say, it's like the Halas Hall jerseys from 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Type Duke Johnson fumbles Redskins on YouTube. Duke Johnson, that's going a little bit back.
Yeah. We've had some bad calls, but it's been more prevalent this season, I think, across the board. Hopefully the officiating is not an issue. This game is going to be interesting, though, with the injuries. Defensively, I think there'll be some issues for us, maybe a little bit with Gordon being out. But offensively, I think we should be tracking. What do you expect to see out of the offense, Mike?
I need Caleb to have more touch on the ball. A little less horsepower, more touch. Because against the Saints, he wasn't great. Against the Raiders, he was okay. He's got to stop staring down Rome or just any receiver. He needs to manipulate the defense with his eyes. Because that interception he threw to Rome, DJ was wide open in the middle of the field.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
yep.
I caution on but so-and-so is wide open arguments, and here's why. And we keep saying this over and over again. And Mike, I'm not taking a dig at you in any way, because this is like tons of people.
It sure fucking sounds like it.
It's people say, well, so-and-so is wide open. Okay, those of us at home, we have an advantage of seeing it on our nice big 75, 85-inch, 100-inch screens, whatever you've got. With a wide angle view, not at field level, with people with bodies all around me. You know what I mean? So I get what you're saying, though. Like, he's got to make, if you're going to stare him down and know where DJ is, use a stare down to manipulate the defense over, then quick look to DJ and throw it. Like, that's kind of where you're getting at. And I'm tracking with you there. But we need to be careful by saying, well, so-and-so is wide open, because yeah, we see so-and-so is wide open, but at field level during the game, that's not necessarily an easy thing to tell. You know what I mean? So I get you. I agree with you, but at the same time, I caution it.
Well, what Ben Johnson said is if his first read's not there, quickly make it to 2 and 3.
Right.
And he just stuck on the problem is he just stuck on Rome.
And you know what? I think he did that better in the first couple games of the year, and maybe that's something where he's kind of slipped into an old habit or something. And I know he's trying to get Rome involved, and I, there's that. What's up, Robbie? Look at even against the Raiders, he had a 97.9 was his grade. Last game was his worst of the season.
Right.
So yeah, I agree though. He needs the offense, the passing game needs to come alive. Now that we got the running game going some, the passing game needs to come alive. And I get it. You want to get Rowan the ball, you want to get him back on a touchdown streak. Look, you've got some other guys who can catch the ball really well. And I think that's why we get some of the DJ trade rumors because Zach Ayes is getting balls.
Yeah.
Rome is obviously a target. And people seem to forget when DJ does get targeted. I would love today to be about DJ Moore. I think that'd be great because it shut the rumors down. Well, actually, no, it'd probably make the rumors worse. See, look, they were highlighting DJ to show other teams how good he still is so they could trade him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, going back to the passing game, and I understand what you're saying that we're watching. Well, I have a 75-inch, not 100. Maybe 100-inch TV might be next. I have no idea.
I got 85 is great.
100-inch.
I got an 85. I'm staring at Walmart.
Yeah. 85 is a great size TV.
So Jody loves. She's thinking, oh my God, dirty mind again. 100-inch TV. I'm talking about.
Yeah. Jody, get your mind out the gutter.
Yeah, I know. So I know what we're looking at on TV, but I understand what you're saying, Ken. But you got to hear me out. Is that, for example, when Roma Dunze is double covered, don't throw the ball. And that's why we branch out and say, oh, this guy was open. This guy's open because obviously he's double covered. Don't throw that ball. I do not want a Fields to Darnell Mooney favoritism like we had back then. Yeah. But don't throw it double covered. Don't do it, please.
Yeah,
25 inch.
You don't have to gunsling it.
No wonder you like Notre Dame. You can't see him on a 25-inch. But go ahead.
Old school. It's probably a tube TV too.
Yeah. Do you have the antennas? Do you want me to come over? Hang them up for you.
Yeah. Look, he still hasn't. He probably doesn't even have the RCA jacks in the back. That's how old it is.
No. He's got the Hitachi projection screen TV.
Ken, that's our old school with the rabbit ears.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Remember you used to have an antenna on top of your house and you had to plug in the wall. Oh yeah.
But that's what I'm worried about is the yeah, right. Favoritism. And I know we see people open. But why would you? That's telling me that he can't read a defense because he's thrown in double coverage.
Well, it's not. I wouldn't say it says that he can't read a defense. He's too locked into one guy, right? Like, okay, I get it. You want to make an emphasis to get Rome involved, but dude, if it's not there, move off. And that's just him being stubborn. Like, I'm gonna get the ball to him. We know he can read a defense. We've seen him read the defenses. It's just like he's choosing not to. He's like, I am going to get Rome the ball at any cost. It's like, no, dude, get off that. Go back to what you're doing like earlier in the year when the passing game was going good. If Rome's double covered, dude, look at Zach Ayes, look at one of your tight ends, look at Swift in the flat. You've got other options. Like, take your eyes off him and go. Stop being so stubborn that I'm going to force the ball to him to get something going. It does you no good. And then you get you can't read a defense. Oh my God, you're a bust. Oh my God, you're not the answer stuff. This is a self-inflicting gunshot wound by Caleb in this case. He's just so stubbornly trying to get the ball to Rome. It's like, dude, you've got other receivers.
Right. Yep.
Because he did it earlier in the year and he was getting the ball. And look, when he was doing it during the year early, Rome was getting a touchdown a game. Well, now I've got to force it to Rome. No, you don't.
Well, for example, that 2-point conversion against Washington, the play was for Monangai. He was wide open.
He wasn't even staring. He looked at him too.
Yeah,
that's the problem. He was looking in that direction.
So that's what I'm afraid of.
Here's another thing: when that pocket collapses and he escapes. Yeah, I love that he's keeping his eyes up. He's looking down the field, but there's nothing there. Just go. Because against Washington, he took that unnecessary sack for a loss like 7-8 yards instead of just throwing the ball away. You guys remember that one?
Look, yeah, I mean, look, I think we're going to look at Ben Johnson's a good coach. We're going to see improvement on this, right?
Right.
That's the other thing I think we kind of lose sight on. Guys, this is year one of Ben Johnson. We're 4-2 right now, right? Through and coming into week 8, we're 4-2. The offense hasn't been a complete package. Let's be honest. The first 4 games, the passing game was good. The run game was trash. The last 2 games, the run game has been great. The passing game was mediocre, and then we'll call last week trash. They haven't put it all together yet. The defense has been steadily improving. We've only had the defense, true defense, out there for like the last 2 games. Now this week we take a setback by losing, 2 guys in the defensive back end, but the front line's intact this week. So, and the linebacking core is intact. So while we've yet to have our full dream defense out, even with all that, every week they get better. Dennis Allen's doing more and more and more. I like the direction this team is going.
I know we have Ben Johnson's this year, but we were 4-2 last year before we went on our 10-game losing streak. But it seems like we have a better team all around than last year.
Yeah,
I'm going to Woody's car dealership to ask to trade in mine. Yeah. Just make sure you bring the antique plates too. Yep. Again, Brent, that's a great. I say all the time that the Bears, I think, picked the second best player in the last 2 drafts.
Now, when it came to Colson Loveland, why? I mean, one day we'll get an explanation. Obviously, we're not going to get it now. But the one thing about Brent's comment that really strikes me is I've been saying it too, and it's been not just under Ben Johnson, but under every head coach since Lovie Smith. We don't utilize the tight. Ever since we got rid of Greg Olson, let me go back further.
Don't bring that up.
Ever since Greg Olson, we have not really used our tight ends well in the passing game. And here we've got 2 of them who are definite offensive catching weapons in Komet and Colson, yet we very rarely – they get between the 2 of them maybe 3 balls a game, maybe 4. Now, we've got a lot of weapons, but you would think there would be at least a game where one of them would have had a big game with 70, 80 yards and a touchdown or 2. We haven't even seen that combined from them in a game. And I don't know if that's because we're having to use them so much in blocking, but it's like, come on, guys, what is going on here with the tight end? Is this the week because it's National Tight End Week day that we finally get Colson has that breakout game? I don't know.
Well, since Greg Olson, we had Zach Miller, we had Trey Burton. Ever since that, because Zabrinski loved Trey Burton, loved him. But ever since then, it's like the tight ends are taken out of the game. I just the last couple of years is that tight ends are like Cole Kmet was supposed to be my sleeper on this team this year because of Moore, Dunze, Burden. But they're just like the playbook is like, okay, we want to throw the wide receivers instead of tight end. It's like the play, but they got to get these tight ends involved.
Yes. And here's the thing. There have been drop issues, right? Zacchaeus, Rome, Komet against was that Dallas? Where he had 9 targets, only caught 3 passes.
Yeah, but I would say the drop issues, though.
You got if Caleb was putting it in your chest, you got to catch it.
I would say the drop issues are within the statistical margin of acceptability NFL wide. These guys aren't dropping more than anyone. They're not dropping less than anyone. They're within the average, but we want them to be better than average. I wouldn't say we're like Green Bay was last year. It's just like the Zacchaeus one is highlighted because of when it was.
He would still be running.
That one's so highlighted.
He'd still be running,
but
right?
He probably would have made California by now.
Yeah.
And for Rome to be that number 1, you got to make those catches, those contested catches. You did it all in college. You got to do it here.
But like T.O. dropped. Like look at some of the greats like Terrell Owens, guys like that. They're lots of drops in their careers. I get what you're saying, but I don't think we're not a drop issue team at this point. Our drops are actually pretty decent. And a lot of the targets where they're not catching, they're just, it's not that they're dropping, it's just they're targeted, but the ball's not, sometimes it's not a throwaway where he overthrows it on purpose because they're triple covered. Yeah, it counts as a target, but it wasn't catchable. But it counts as a target. But I get what you're saying, though. There are some drops that you've been like, oh, come on. We do have to get better at those, those easy ones. That's the thing. It's the easy drops that really get, like the Zacchaeus one. We'll keep coming back to it because he'd probably run all the way to China.
Yeah.
Before he stop him,
I want to answer Steve's here. I don't think Ben Johnson favors any players. You take back from Detroit last year. He uses tight ends. Laporta is phenomenal. It's their running game that set up their passing game. So I don't think he favors any player on this team.
Yeah, Steve. For most of us, it's like that. We've got 4 division games in that stretch. So it's the new way the NFL designed these schedules. So you get now this year we got a little bit of division early. Remember last year we had for the Bears we had no division games until the final 6.
Right, that's
final 8. We had 6 of our final 8. They so this year we had 2 early. We got 4 of our last 6, our division. So, yeah, I mean, Mike, though, going back to the dropsy thing, we got to do a little bit better at that. And Caleb's got to spread the ball a little bit better, not stare down Rome, get the other guys involved. And look at it, if you and I are saying it on here, Ben and they're saying that in the coaching room.
Yeah, like I said, less horsepower, more touch, because we know he could throw at 100 miles an hour. I'm referring to like the pass to Rome against Washington where it almost got intercepted, right? If he would have lobbed it over that defender's head, Rome fast enough, he could have caught it. That's what I mean by touch.
Some of that's got to come with time, though. Like you look at Rodgers, his touch took a couple years for it to get to where it is. The touch is going to get better with time.
Well,
the touch does get better with time with good quarterbacks.
Well, look at that touchdown pass, a beautiful pass with Dunze that got called back against Washington. Last year's game against Detroit to tie it up. That was a beautiful pass, lofting pass to DJ Moore. He has the talent. It's just he's got to be consistent every week, not just every other week.
Yeah, because the called back touchdown against the Redskins to Rome, beautiful touch on that ball. So you are starting to see some of that touch, Mike. But I understand what you're saying. Like I want to see it more consistently. Mm-hmm. I agree with you. I think it'll come. It comes with experience. You know what I mean? It's coming. It comes with experience and seeing enough situations where, oh man, next time in that situation, I got to maybe take a little off it, right? I think some of that he's going to have to learn just by being in situations. That's the growing pains of a young quarterback. For the first 3 or 4 years, that's part of the young quarterback growing pains. And some guys get to touch faster than others, right? I mean, that's a hard part with getting these guys. Yeah, perfect, exactly. And I think we'll get there, man. We just got to be a little patient.
And go back to the Swift comment. I mean, if somebody said or somebody heard that Ben Johnson doesn't like Swift, well, I guess Swift is getting the ball a lot more than he should then.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's mostly Lions fans because he was one season and gone, and I get it, he was injured, and like some Lions fans, he's not durable. Well, this is year 3 without missing time for injuries. So far, knocking on wood, he's been pretty durable. He was durable with the Eagles. He's been durable with the Bears. In fact, he's done more hard running with the Bears than he's done with any of his other stops. Like look at last year, right? We made him run the ball in ways he does not like to run the ball. He's not a run through the pipes guy. That's Manon. That's why we have Manon guy. But last year he had to do all of it.
According to Lions fans, though, Swift is injury prone, so we should get rid of him now.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
All right, guys. What's going to say?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mike. No,
well, I was going to say, do you guys ever watch the locker room videos? Okay.
I don't
Does
know.
Anyone notice in the background that DeAndre Swift wasn't chanting with them or smiling? Did anybody see that?
No, you're smiling when he got the game ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Some guys just aren't big celebrators, though. I mean, I get that too. But speaking of
go ahead.
for those in Chicago, for those in Chicago, I don't know if you heard, the Wiener Circle has said if Ben Johnson takes his shirt off after the Bears win, the city of Chicago gets free hot dogs. When asked about it, I love Ben Johnson's reply. Ben Johnson was like, why would anyone want to see that?
That's disturbing.
He's like, that's what he was like. He's like, why would you want to see that? But hey, I'm just throwing it out there before we get into the score predictions. If the Bears win and Ben Johnson takes off his shirt, now they did not specify if it had to be on the sideline, in the locker room, or at the press conference. So, but Ben Johnson had a good joking moment with the reporters, and that shows you something else too. Besides that, that was funny. He's very comfortable with the media in Chicago. It seems he's gotten comfortable. They had some good joking around in that little exchange. I like to see that, but I would not put it past Ben Johnson to walk into a press conference if the Bears win the day with his shirt in his hand, just to get everyone free hot dogs. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I doubt he's going to do it on the field, but locker room, maybe.
Maybe. Or maybe we just walk into the press conference because they can have a good joke. But let's get to some score predictions, and we'll throw Cam's up first, coming in from the Valley of the Sun out there in Arizona. He's calling it 27-17 Bears. That is his prediction. Please don't forget to go to Chicago Bears News or Mike the Bear Fan to put your prediction on the page there. And if you get it right, Mike will be sending you, not the mic on the screen, the other Mike, will be sending you a sign. You'll get an inbox from him, and he will be sending you a signed Devin Hester 8x10. Let me see. We got, and of course, Mike is going 31-20. So we got Mike the Bear Fan's prediction. Bear down, Mike. What's your prediction for today's game?
24-13 Chicago.
Oh my God.
Woody.
I'm just gonna go on a limb. I didn't have any. I even said it on the rant this morning that I was gonna pick Baltimore, but I've been thinking more and more about Baltimore's. No Lamar. I've been thinking more and more about the Ravens defense. I was gonna go with the home team. I'm gonna go 24-20 Chicago. Yes, that's what I'm doing.
I was a little more, but then I would have a different prediction.
Yeah, I had a different prediction just because Lamar wasn't playing.
Okay, Mitch is taking the Bears as promised because he said if Lamar wasn't playing, he would take it.
Yeah.
Steve says 24-16 Ravens. He has no faith. Well, he's a Packer fan, so take that for what it is.
And Ed, a Notre Dame fan. That speaks difference. And the Flyers fan too.
I'm gonna go. Oh God. Okay, I'll tell you. I'm gonna go in a minute. Hold on. Let me see. There, mine's gonna come up in a second. I think as I was debating the
27-16, nobody.
Bears. 27-16 Bears. Yeah, obviously Bears. I should have said that. 27-16 Bears is what I'm going to go with.
Oh, Steve, I'll keep it up, why don't you? I will. Don't worry.
And for mine, it's a lot of field goals for the Ravens. I don't think they're going to. I think they might get a touchdown. The rest of it's field goals. Yeah. I think their offense is going to have that kind of day, especially for getting turnovers. And I'm not impressed by their receiving core at all. Brent is going 24-23. You gotta love the division rivals when they call these games. The Detroit Lions will lose to the bye this week. They will lose 32-0. They'll get blanked. I just, hey, sorry, Detroit. The other games in the division this week, of course, what we've got, the Vikings already lost, thank God. And the other one, we got a few minutes. So let's real quick give this a moment. We got is it Sunday night? Yeah, Sunday Night Football. Packers and Steelers. What do you got in that game, Woody?
I think Aaron Rodgers is finally going to beat all 32 teams. No love for Pittsburgh this week. I just seen the Fox and the NFL Game Day predictions. I think Pittsburgh's defense is going to come around, and like I said, Aaron Rodgers is going to beat all 32 teams. That was his goal. I don't
Well,
know the
you might-
prediction. I'm just saying the Pittsburgh's going to win.
Yeah,
Yep.
Pittsburgh's going to win. I think Aaron Rodgers is probably going to have the best game of the season because he's going to want it more.
Well, Steve, I would definitely put money on me. I don't even. I'll definitely.
So I'm gonna go with the Steelers too. And the thing is about the Steelers, their identity is so, I don't know. Do they even have an identity? One game their defense is alive. The next game it's the offense doing it. This is a big game for Rodgers. We know how he likes the big games, but their defense is due. And to be honest, the Packers' running game is not on point right now. It is not on point. He is hurt. Josh Jacobs is playing hurt. He hasn't been himself. And if you can stymie him and keep Romeo Dobbs' big-ass helmet from catching too many balls, you really just got to worry about Kraft. And I think the Steelers' defense can cover up on them. Yeah, Brent saying Steelers in a coin flip. I'm going with the Steelers too. I mean, this should be a really good game, but I'm going to take the Steelers too. It's going to be a one-score game. But because the Steelers have to be able to work offensively, and Green Bay's defensive front their front seven is damn good. Yeah, condom helmet. You can see Dobbs' helmet from space, I swear. But I think it's gonna be a really good game. Lots of defense in this game. I would not be surprised if this is the winning team scores less than 20 kind of thing.
Well, just a little bit of I'm watching, obviously, the Bears-Ravens games on CBS. D-Hop is playing. He's in, but he's sick. He has an illness. And Hamilton, their big cornerback, is playing today.
Yeah, in fact, speaking of Watts, we get a Watt calling the Bears game on CBS.
Absolutely.
So,
and the Ravens give up 32 points a game. Holy fuck.
That means Caleb should have a great game.
Whew.
Yeah, I mean, I like to look at Caleb on the year, 61.1%. That number came down because of last week. His TD to interception ratio is still good, 9-3. I think all those numbers go up. He's on track to be a 4,000-yard passer. To be honest, guys, I don't care about the 4,000 yards as much as I care about the big
right there.
And Watson's playing tonight. Big fucking deal. So they're going to drop more? Or, I mean, how's that going to – what is that a good thing?
Yeah,
I want to see Caleb completion go up.
Right.
I think today's big game for Bears Ravens, it comes down to this. Are we able to do what we've done the last 2 weeks, contain the run? If we contain Derrick Henry, this game we win and it won't be close.
And John Harbaugh 14-3 after the bye week.
So this will be a great game. Everyone, please enjoy the game. Don't forget to be back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Central, 11 on East for Ken and Ken in the morning. Woody and I, at least, if the mics don't join us, we'll be back here Wednesday night to talk about today's game. Wyatt and Watson are playing.
Okay. I'm switching my prediction to the Steelers.
Steve is going to make his meatball sandwiches.
Watson's going to go down. Nobody's going to touch him.
Right. Yeah.
Thank you to everyone on Rumble, YouTube, X, and all the Facebook places where you watch us and catch us on the podcast. Don't forget to hit those clicks, likes, subscribes. They help out the show out immensely. We love your comments. We feed off your comments. As you can see, we're very interactive with the comments. So get involved with us. Woody and I don't bite. Mike sometimes does. We're working on that.
I'll
bite your kneecaps off.
Oh, God. No, that's the Lion fans. Holy Jesus.
Oh, God.
So, I mean, today's going to be a fun day. I'm feeling good. And I like going back to – I'm going to go back to some of what he said last year after the Skins loss. We went on a 10-game losing streak. This year after our win, I think we're going on a winning streak, and Washington's going on the losing streak. It's been reversed. Maybe, Woody, that's why it's such a huge rivalry.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, my God.
So
Well,
guys,
Steve, hey, good luck. Good luck tonight, buddy.
Yeah, good luck there, Steve. Good luck to everyone in your game if you're not a Bears fan, but if you are a Bears fan, get ready. The game's on in about 35 seconds. Thank you, everyone, for joining us this morning for pregame. Bear down.
Bear down.